Good afternoon to all our live viewers. We're back with the third match of the day. It's the all important semi final of One Champion Elite Season 42. SV Cricket Store taking on Wins Cricket Club. SV Cricket Store winning the toss, opting to bat first. 8 for 1 after 1.4 overs. Naveen and Nagarjuna out in the center now for SV Cricket Store. Namo. Well, that was shot of good length, clipped away in the fine leg region for a single. Naveen gets himself off the mark. Nagarjuna got a boundary to himself. 5 of 2 deliveries for him. The only man to be dismissed was Pandu. Gone cheaply today, only scored 1 of 6 deliveries. Pranay, who got that wicket. Good catch from Ali Kachi to dismiss chance of a run out. Good throw, but it's wide of stumps. Leg by signal by the match official. With that, 2 overs have been completed. 8 runs and a wicket. Coming off the second over by Pranay. After 2, SV Cricket Store Namo 10 for the loss of 1. Rajamani Prasad to continue. That's a length delivery punched off the back foot. Good work there in the covers. Will they come back for second? No, they are settling in with a single. Single to start off the over. Score moves to 11. 11, 11 for 1. That's on a good length. Leaving the right hander after pitching. Swing and a miss. It's a dot ball. Well. That ball took off. That was on a good length and hits Naveen on the helmet. Well, that's not a good sign. That's a steep bounce from the surface. No point. That ball can hit your helmet from that length. But it happens. The surface is not an easy one to bat on. You'll get extra bounce and the ball will slide on every now and then. That will keep the batter thinking. It will keep the batter busy. Well, that's on a length. Trying to flash at that one, Naveen. Ball misses the outside edge with the angle. It's a dot ball. Third one on the trot. Rajamani Prasad bowling beautifully. 1.4 overs. 3 for none so far for him. He's bowling nicely with the angle. He's getting the ball to shape away for the right hander. He's got a slip in play. This time the batter advances, gets to the pitch of the ball and beautifully flicks it in the mid wicket for a boundary. Well, that's some way to get runs. He was stuck in the crease. Now gives the bowler a charge. Gets to the pitch of the length and beautifully plays in line. Beats the mid on fielder and the square leg fielder for a boundary. Beautifully plays short. Score moves to 15. 5 runs coming off the over. Last ball of the over. That's a slow one there. Naveen early into the shot gets beaten. That's a good change up from Rajamani Prasad. It's a dot ball to close out the over. After 3 overs, Pranay will continue. 1 over 7 for 1. Well, that's a steep bounce there. That was on a hard length. Nagarjuna just swings it wildly. Doesn't get. Looked like he had no idea about the length on that occasion. Excellent ball from Pranay. Hitting that hard length, getting that extra bounce. This will encourage him to ball in that area more and more. Well, that's straight through the gate. Nagarjuna once again making room, hitting across the line, and he pays the penalty. You miss, I hit, says Pranay. Another one bites the dust. Second one down for SV Cricket Store Namo in the very fourth over. Pranay with the second wicket. 15 for 2 after 3.2. New batsman in after the departure of Nagarjuna is Kalyan Chakravarti in at number 4. He is a right hand batsman. 257 matches for Kalyan, 512 runs, averaging over 10, strike rate 75 for him. Kalyan gets off the mark straight away. Another good ball there. The chance of a run out. Ali Kachi throws the ball but doesn't hit the target. It's a leg by. Naveen there, slow off the blocks. Slow off the blocks. It's a leg by. Score moves to 17. This is not easy conditions. This is not easiest of pitches to score runs. Pranay operating with deep gully and deep square leg. Short third and fine are inside the circle. This has been guided beautifully by Kalyan towards the deep gully for a single. This is much better from both the batters looking to score in terms of singles, not hurrying the issue. An excellent over once again from Pranay, wicket and a 3 run so far. Last ball of the over. This time the batter advances, gets the leading edge, but the ball doesn't carry to the third man. They are coming back for the second run. They'll complete the second with ease. Good throw from Ali, but the deflection after hitting the wicket was too big. They'll come back for the third run. 6 runs and a wicket coming off the fourth over by Pranay. SV Cricket Store Namo 21 for the loss of 2. Introduction in the bowling attack. First signs of spin. Mukesh Kumar now into the attack with his right arm leg break. Plenty of experience behind Mukesh. 977 matches, 1326 wickets. Economy 6.58. Best figures of 7 for 4. He's a genuine wicket taker. Mukesh starts off with a good ball, played it with the very soft hand. Sharp throw there from the point fielder. There's good running between the wicket by both the batters. Just playing the ball with the very soft hands and running through. This is what the surface demands you to do. Naveen there with the single, running at the danger end. Well, that's full, wrapped on the pads and given. Kalyan Chakravarti trying to sweep that one and missing the full and straight delivery. That's curtains for him. No hesitation. Even Mukesh felt he doesn't need to appeal on that, but he should. That was dead plumb in front. Third one bites the dust for Cricket Store, SV Cricket Store Namo. They only have 22 on the board now. Mukesh Kumar with the wicket picks up Chakravarti at the very second ball. Excellent deception, beautiful flight. Gets the drift and turn of the surface. Trapped Chakravarti right in front. It was too full to be swept away. Chakravarti in the end got in a tangle. LBW plumb in front. Now he's got Long off and long on, two fielders outside the circle. Mukesh for Randeep, who is the new batter in. Once again, tosses the ball up. Randeep drives it elegantly for a single, gets himself off the mark. Randeep in at number 5 for SV Cricket Store Namo. Another white ball giant making his way out into the center. 911 matches for Randeep, plenty of experience behind him. 14,522 runs, averaging over 31. Strike rate very healthy, over 140. That was a slider there. Chance of a run out. Ali Kachi throws the ball but misses the target. There was never a single there. It was very close to the wicketkeeper. Randeep calls it. Naveen responds. They run through, but if the wicketkeeper would have hit the target, it would have been curtains for Naveen. Once again, drives on the front foot in the cover. Sandeep for a single. 4 runs and a wicket coming off that fifth over by Mukesh Kumar. A successful one comes to an end. SV Cricket Store Namo 25 for the loss of 3. Pranay to continue. 2 overs, 12 for 2 for Pranay. Into his third over. Will ball the final over of the power play. That ball Jack packs in, keeps low, very close to the off stump. Randeep, totally surprised by the bounce, was expecting that ball to come at chest height. It was short of good length. Pranay is very quick. That ball kept low, skids through the surface, came in sharply, but not enough to hit the off stump. That's a good delivery from Pranay first up. Once again, similar kind of delivery. This time he hits the target. Randeep once again looking to play for the bounce. Once again the ball keeps low, skids through the surface and hits the off stump. That's the fourth one down. Experienced Randeep has to walk back. That was too quick, and such kind of bounce will make it difficult for the batter to play at. Skids through the surface and hits the timber behind him. SV Cricket Store Namo now in all sorts of trouble as they are 4 down inside the power play. 25 for 4. New batsman in is Arjun. In at number 6 for SV Cricket Store Namo, very experienced batter. Arjun, well, that's a beauty from Pranay. That's on a length and shaping away from the right hander. Beats him on the outside edge, very close to outside edge. That's a dot ball. 983 matches for Arjun. 25,961 runs on the verge of getting 26,000 run, averaging 36.51. Strike rate very healthy, 156.18 for Arjun. Is a very accomplished, very stylish batter, but these are not good conditions to bat at. Well, another beauty from Pranay is proving out his worth time and time again. Pranay, that's absolute peach, pitching on a good length, shaping away from the right hander, completely squaring up the batter who tries to defend at it but gets no connection whatsoever with the ball. What an over this has been so far. No runs scored and a wicket. This time it was slightly with that was on offer. Arjun looks to cut but gets only under half of the bat. Ball moves to point. It's a dot ball. Last ball of the over, 25 for 4. SV Cricket Store Namo in all sorts of trouble. They've lost 4 early wickets. Both the teams filled with stars. This is the match to watch out for, as this is the Platinum Cup final of One Champion Elite season 42. This time guides the ball into the third man for a single to close out the over. Run and a wicket coming off that over. A successful one from Pranay. Power play done and dusted. SV Cricket Store Namo 26 for the loss of 4 after 6 overs. Mukesh Kumar to continue. 1.1 overs, 5 for 1 for him. He's got a wicket, his tail will be up. Very good bowler, Mukesh. Skiddy through the surface. Gets through the overs very quickly. Keeps it simple, keeps it stump to stump. More often than the not hits the stumps. Very accurate with his length. Rarely bowls a loose ball. This time the batter gives him the charge. Hits him straight. Wafe there in the deep does well. So it will only be a single. It was a good shot. Got to the pitch of the ball. Elegantly drives in the long off region for a single. 2 runs coming off the first half. Well, that ball skids through but hits too high. In fact, hits the thigh pad. No chance for LBW. It's a dot ball. Well, that's a beauty from Mukesh Kumar. Landing the ball in the good area, then leaving the right hander. Arjun playing tentatively at that one. Gets beaten on the outside edge. Last ball of the over. This time he cuts off the back foot. Work to be done in the deep sweeper cover region and he gives it up. That's a boundary. An excellent shot from Arjun playing off the back foot, just beating the point towards his right. Plenty of work that was to be done by sweeper cover. He fails to cut it off. It's a boundary to close out the over. 6 runs coming off the seventh over. SV Cricket Store Namo 32 for the loss of 4. Another introduction in the bowling attack. Siddharth Daga now with the ball. He's a right arm medium pacer. Balls in with a very short run up. 530 matches for him. 416 wickets. Economy slightly higher. 9.15. Best figures of 5 for 37 for Siddharth Daga. Starts off with a low full toss. Naveen looking to paddle that one fine. Gets a leading edge. Ball moves into the third man for a single. 33 for 4. SV Cricket Show Namo into the 8 over. Both the batters need to stitch in the partnership. This time driven on the up, but straight to the covers. Mukesh Kumar there, who makes no mistake. Arjun with the very expensive cover drive has to walk back. Did not get the elevation that he was after on that occasion. That brings his downfall. Fifth wicket down now for SV Cricket Store Namo. Half of the team now back in the sheds. 33 for 5 after 7.2. Siddharth Daga straight away gets the big wicket of Arjun. Another dangerous batsman going back to the sheds. New batter in is Sai Krishna in at number 7. Gets one on the pads. Beautifully nudges it on the onside and gets himself off the mark. 820 matches for Sai Krishna. 10,877 runs. Averaging over 22. Strike rate 107.78. He needs to bat on patiently from here on, along with Naveen. Well, a big shot in the mid wicket. No one there. It's a boundary. Safe shot from Naveen. That was a flighted delivery from Siddharth Daga. And it was very full for Naveen, who just hits it in between long on and mid wicket for a boundary. One bounce four. Easily done by Naveen. Score moves to 38. This time it's a loose delivery from Siddharth. That's down the leg wide. Score moves to 39. 7 runs of the over. 7 runs and a wicket of Arjun so far in this over. Top order gone. Well, that was a flighted delivery outside off some inviting for the inside out shot. Naveen chasing after that one, getting an outside edge. No one there in the slips. That's a boundary. Siddharth will not be happy with the result, but he'll be happy that he induced the outside edge of Naveen. Well, 11 runs of the over now. A delivery to be bowled. Siddharth Daga going for a couple of boundaries in this over. Naveen now moves into 20s. 20 of 18 for him. Once again, a tossed up delivery. This time doesn't get it off the middle, and the catch has gone down. Well, that was easy catch for the deep fielder who puts it down straight in and out. Single to close out the over. 12 runs and a wicket coming off that over. After 8 overs, 44 for 5. SV Cricket Store Namo. Mukesh Kumar to continue. Starts off with a dot ball. 2.1 overs. 10 for 1 for Mukesh Kumar so far. On the money straight away, Mukesh. Well, that's a wrong one. Beautifully cut away, but straight to the point. Good shot, but for not as it doesn't go in the gap. Batters need to put that one in the gap to get full value of those kind of shots. This time he gets down the ground, advances, gets to the pitch of the ball, drills it all along the carpet for a single. Sai Krishna now back on strike. 1 of 1 for him. Punched off the back foot, but straight to. Well, that's a dot ball. This time punched away off the back foot, straight to the sweeper cover. It's a single. Last ball of the over. Slides through the surface. Good fielding in the follow through by Mukesh. It's a dot ball. An excellent over. Only two coming off the ninth over by Mukesh Kumar. SV Cricket Store Namo 46 for the loss of 5. Siddharth Daga will continue. 1 over 12 for 1 for him. Will ball the final over from this end. Well, that ball skids through the surface, kept low. That would have been curtains for Sai Krishna if he would have missed that delivery. Very well played, I must say. That ball kept low, slides through the surface. That was right in front of the middle stump. Single coming off the very first ball. The surface keeps the batter guessing. It's not easy to get runs at the surface. Change of a field. Now fine leg goes into the short third region. No one there in the fine leg region. Well, that's a flighted delivery. Drilled but all along the carpet. In long on for a single. Score moves to 48. 48 for 5. SV Cricket Store Namo into the 10th over. Slow through the air this time. Punched off the back foot. Only single in the sweeper cover. Batters looking to rotate. Trying to stitch the partnership in. They're already 5 down. They don't want to lose any further wickets. This is the last over from this end. Well, that's a flighted delivery. Hitting the toe end of the bat. Ball going in between point and gully, and it goes for 4. Well, these are fortunate runs. Naveen looking to go inside out. Gets at the toe of the bat and ball moves very quickly in between point and gully. Gully fielder gave it a chase, but that ball was always winning. 50 is up for SV Cricket Store. 53 for 5 after 9.4. 7 runs coming off the over so far. Last 2 deliveries remaining. Well, that's a very flighted delivery. It was not full enough to hit on the up. Naveen looking for the big shot. Doesn't get the elevation. Ball does not carry to the deep fielder who collects the ball on a bounce. Score moves to 54. 8 runs of the over so far. 54 for 5. Last ball of the 10th over. Well, that's a flighted delivery. Plenty of room outside of stump. Driven through cover. Slight misfield by the short cover fielder. Mukesh Kumar there. So it will only be a single to close out the over. 9 runs coming off the 10th over. SV Cricket Store Namo 55 for the loss of 5. We are halfway through. There will be a change in end and players will have drinks. We'll be right back after a very short breaks. This is the all important Platinum Cup semi final. Winner will advance to the final of One Champion Elite Season 42 Platinum Cup. That was a very full delivery, attacking the stump. Batter playing down the wrong line. No hesitation in the match official's mind before giving that one out. That's sixth one down now for SV Cricket Store Namo. They move further, they dig further deep into the trouble. 59 on the board. They have lost sixth into the 12th over. More success for Wins Cricket Club. Wafe with the wicket. New batter in is Praveen Bobby. He's in at number 8 for SV Cricket Store Namo. 670 matches for Praveen Bobby. 13,531 runs. Averaging just under 30. Strike rate 133. Wafai Kachi bowling very good in his first outing. 4 balls, 2 runs conceded and a wicket for him so far. Once again, wicket to wicket, not allowing any sort of room for the batters to work with. Balls quick through the air, slows the ball down every now and then. Very deceptive. Depends on the line or length more often than the not. That was sweetly swept away by Sai Krishna, but straight to the deep square leg fielder. It will only be a single, a successful over. 4 runs and a wicket coming off that over after 12 overs, 63 for 6. Another introduction into the attack. Another white ball giant bowler. Right arm leg break. Ram Patil now into the attack for Wins Cricket Club. Starts off with a good ball. Sai Krishna there does well. Runs it in the square leg for a single. 1644 matches for Ram Patil. 2533 wickets. Economy 6.58. Best figures of 6 for 8. Well, that's a wrong one. Coming in sharply after pitching. Wafai Kachi looked very interested there, but no interest whatsoever from leg umpire. It's a dot ball. Good one from Ram Patil. Slow through the air, spinning in. Praveen Bobby there playing for the conventional leg break. Gets beaten. Well, another flighted delivery. This time it was a leg break. Good fielding by Wafi. Dives towards his right and takes all the pace off the ball. It's only a single. That ball was traveling. Ram Patil, one of the highest wicket taker in Telangana on Crick Heroes. That's a tossed up delivery on the stumps. Sai Krishna happy to rotate the strike, not looking to take any sort of risk against Ram Patil. Ram Patil, he's got a very good wrong one. Well, this time it was very full for the batter, Praveen Bobby. It was very full and he hits it straight on the side screen. One bounce and into the fence it goes. That's a much needed boundary. Praveen Bobby there with the boundary. Much needed one for SV Cricket so Namo. This time driven hard but all along the carpet. So it will be only a single. A good over for batting team. 8 runs coming off that one. After 13 overs, SV Cricket Stone Namo 71 for the loss of 6. Wafi Kachi to continue. 1 over 4 for 1 for Wafi into his 14th over. Well, there's slight delay in proceedings. Wafi's got a slip, gully, point, short covers on the offside inside the circle. Whereas 3D fielders on the leg side. Wrapped on the pads. That ball was drifting down the leg. Rightfully said not out by the match official. But this is good from Wafi Kachi. He's getting the ball to skid through the surface. Ball is keeping low. This time inside edge. Ball moves into the square leg. Fielder is quick. Will they chance their arm? No, they are not. They are settling in with a single. Good bowling this from Wafe Kachi, keeping it nice and simple. Swept away, but straight to the square leg fielder. Fielder in the square leg region has been very busy while Wafe is bowling. He's bowling stump to stump, not allowing any room whatsoever for the batters to free their arms. He's bowling quick. This time it's straight to the point. Good throw from Rampadel, but the batter was back in time. Rampatil got to the ball very quickly. Throw was slightly wide to the wicketkeeper who does well. Throws the ball on the wickets after collecting it. But by the time Praveen Bobby was back, it's a dot ball on and on. Once again, similar kind of shot. This time a better throw from Rampatil. It's a dot ball too. Excellent bowling this from Wafi Kachi. 1.5 over, 6 for 1. Last ball of the over. This time played with a very soft hand. Will not get the single on the offside. So it's a dot ball. Third one in a row. 2 runs coming off the 14th over by Wafekachi. SV Cricket Store Namo 73 for the loss of 6. Ram Patil to continue. 1 over 8 for none for Ram Patil. Will be bowling his second over. Flighted delivery. Praveen Bobby plays off the back foot. Initially, they were looking for the second one, but they have to settle in with a single. Good effort there in the sweeper cover region to keep the batter at one. That's a wrong one. In the air for a while. Sai Krishna looking for the big shot. Doesn't get the length on that occasion. So it will only be a single. This is good from Ram Patil. Not bowling full in this over. This time the ball comes in, but still it's a wide. That was a wrong one from Ram Patil. Started off very wide. Spins in, but still not good enough. Match official says it's a wide. That's very slow through the air. Cut away in the point. Wafe does well, but still cannot stop them from running for a single. 5 runs of the 4 deliveries so far. 4 singles and a wide in this over. That's in the air. Will that be taken? Fielder settling underneath and he takes it. Sai Krishna looking for the big shot. Holds out in the deep. Good catch this from the deep fielder. Seventh one down now for SV Cricket Store Namo. Pranay the man in the deep who makes no mistake. 78 for 7 SV Cricket Store Namo after 14.5 overs. Ram Patil with the wicket. New batter in is Hitesh Yadav. He's a left hand bat, Hitesh Yadav. 342 matches, 2,825 runs, averaging just under 16. Strike rate very healthy, 147.14. Is more than a handy batter, Hitesh Yadav. Low down the order for SV Cricket Store Namo. Ram Patel now coming around diagonal for the left hand batter. 1.5 overs, 13 for 1 for Ram Patil. Sai Krishna was itching to go big. In the end, forces the issue and gets sold out in the deep. That's a dot ball to close out the over. A successful one from Ram Padil. Wicket coming off that over. After 15, SV Cricket Store Namo. 78 for the loss of 7. Wafei Kachi to continue. 2 over 6 for 1 for Wafei so far. Praveen Bobby driving it on the up with a very soft hands and through for a single. Gives the strike back to the lefty Hitesh Yadav. Change in angle. Wafei Kachi now coming around for the left-hander. He's got a fine leg too for the lefty. That's a flighted delivery. Spins away sharply after pitching. Hitesh Yadav swinging across the line gets beaten. It's a dot ball. It's not easy to hit sixes right from the word go. This is in the air. Pranay once again settling underneath. This time he puts it down. That was straight down to his throat and he puts it down. That should have been 8-1 down for SV Cricket Store, but Hitesh Yadav gets a lifeline. 80 for 7 now. SV Cricket Store Namo. Hitesh Yadav gets off the mark. That was quick outside off stump from Wafekachi. Toe end of the bat. Comfortably carried to the long off fielder. It was at a very good catching height, but still puts it down. Once again, quicker through the air, attacking stump to stump. Praveen Bobby defends it off the front foot. It's a dot ball. Buffet is operating very smartly. This time, one skids through the defense of Praveen Babu and hits the timber behind. Well, the furniture behind Praveen Bobby has been disturbed by Wafik Kachi. It, it one bites the dust for SV Cricket Store Namo. Wafik Kachi with the second wicket. 80 for 8 after 15.5. New batter in is Srini. 1051 matches for Srini, 21,000 runs, averaging over 26, strike rate 83. He's got a leg slip and a slip. Wafekachi, last ball of the over. 2.5 overs, 8 for 2 for Wafe Kachi. He's bowled exceedingly well. Well, that ball was quick on the pads. Srini just nudges it around in the square leg region for a single to close out the over. A successful over, 3 runs and a wicket coming off that over after 16 overs. SV Cricket show Namo 81 for the loss of 8. Ram Patil will continue. 2 overs, 13 for 1 for Ram Patil into his third over. Starts off the over with a single. Srini working it on the onside, which gives the strike back to the lefty Hitesh Yadav. 1 of 3 for Hitesh Yadav. He's a big hitter, likes to hit the ball long way, but his team in all sorts of troubles as they are 8 down into the 17th over. Ram Patil now coming diagonal around the wicket for the left-hander. Well, that's a wrong one there. Pitches in line of stumps, then leaves the left-hander who safely defends off the front foot. It's a dot ball. This is good from Ram Patil. He's bowling slow through the air and allowing the ball time to spin away. This time Hitesh Yadav comes down the track, drills one into long off for a single. It was too full in the end for Hitesh Yadav, so no elevation whatsoever. This time cut away, beats the gully fielder who's giving it a chase. Will he cut it off? No, it doesn't. That's a good looking shot from Sini, hanging on the back foot and playing it very late towards the left of gully. Boundary coming after a very long time for SV Cricket Store Namo. Now 87 for 8. That's a wrong one. Came in for the right hander. Srini looking to cut it, but this time doesn't get the connection. It's a dot ball. Last ball of the over. 6 runs of this over so far. This one, again, it's a wrong one. Comes in after pitching 6 runs of the 17th over by Ram Patel after 17. 87 for 8. SV Cricket Store Namo. Wafe Kachi will ball out. That will be his fourth over on the trot. 3 overs, 9 for 2 so far for him. He's balled exceedingly well. Wafe Kachi kept things tight. Once again into the surface. Hitesh Yadav looking for the quick single but sent back by Srini. So it's a dot ball. This is good from Wafe Kachi. He's bowling stump to stump. He's bowling quick through the air, getting the ball to skid through. He's gone through the defense of couple of batters already. Will he finish off his spell on a high? That's a flighted delivery and enough is enough, says Hitesh Yadav. That ball went 4 rows back. What a shot that was from Hitesh Yadav. As I said, he's a big hitter, likes to hit the ball very long way. And this time he hits it out of the park. SV Cricket Namo moves into 90s, 93 for 8. First six of the match for them coming in the 18th over. Wafekachi was very good up until now, but he feels like tossing it, tossing one up, slow through the air, tosses the ball up, invites the batter for the big shot, and Hitesh Yadav doesn't miss out on the invitation that was presented. He moves to 8 of 7 deliveries. Slight delay in the proceedings as we have lost the balls. Match officials need to start with the other balls. We've got the ball back, so play will resume. Once again, slow through the air. This time, drags his length slightly back. Hitesh Yadav just defending it off the back foot. It's a dot ball. This is better length from Wafe Kachi. His ball flat, his ball quick through the surface. That's been the success mantra for him once again. Quick and flat, skids through. Nice take by Ali Kachi behind the timber. Once again, a flighted delivery. Hitesh Yadav sweeps, but this time doesn't get it right off the meat. It will only be a single. Ball moves all along the carpet. Six and a single. All in all, 7 runs coming off this over so far. Last ball of the over. Wafekachi to Srini. Well, that's paddled fine. No one there in the fine leg. Once the ball is in the outfield, that's a poor delivery to close out the spell. An expensive over. 11 coming off the 18th over by Wafekachi. After 18, SV Cricket Store Namo 98 for the loss of 8. Rajmani Prasad now back into the attack. Left arm pacer Baldwell with the new ball. 2 overs, 7 for none. He's gone wicketless so far. Will he fill that spot in this over? Rajamandri Prasad. Rajamani Prasad, in fact. 2 overs, 7 for none for him. Will be coming over the wicket for the left hander. Straight away, banks one in the surface, and that sat up beautifully for Hitesh Yadav, and that's been deposited into the stands. Another big shot coming off the blade of Hitesh Yadav. Runs now coming thick and fast for SV Cricket Store Namo in last 3 overs. 100 is up for SV Cricket Store Namo. 104 for 8. That's a clean pull shot from Hitesh Yadav. Clean as a whistle. This time, an attempted Yorker ended up in a low full toss. Batter just hitting it all along the carpet in long on region for a single. Well, that's good from Hitesh Yadav. He's got 16 of 12. Last 3 overs have been good productive one for SV Cricket Store Namo. They've got 30 odd runs in last 15 balls without losing a wicket. So they are fighting back, trying to put a score, a fightable score, trying to put a score which is something to ball at. This time, will it clear the infield? Yes, it does. It was full, and Srini just an extension of cover drive and over mid off for a boundary. Long on, long off. Both the fielders were inside the circle, and Rajamani Prasad going full. This is poor from Rajamani Prasad. He should have been bowling a short ball with this kind of field setup. He goes full and pays the penalty. 109 for the loss of 8 now. SV Cricket Store Namo. This partnership moving along nicely. Well, this ball skids through the surface, keeps low. Batter trying to play for the bounce, but the ball goes under his bat. That's a very uneven bounce. Tough luck for the batter. Nothing wrong that he had done on that occasion. It's just the surface that assisted the bowler very nicely. Ninth one down for SV Cricket Store Namo. 109 for 9 after 18.4. The last batter in for SV Cricket Store Namo is GDS Suresh Kumar. Plenty of experience behind Suresh Kumar. 785 matches for him, 4,138 runs, averaging just under 18, strike rate 96. Very handy batter, low down the order for SV Cricket Store Namo. Coming at number 11, will be on strike. Rajamani Prasad finally gets a wicket. 2.4 overs, 18 for 1 for him so far. We'd love to finish off with a wicket too. Once again attacking the stumps, clipped away beautifully. Good fielding there in short fine, but it will be a single for both the batters. Score moves to 110, 110 for 9. Last ball of the over. Well, that was short of good length. Hitesh Yadav happy to nudge it for a single on the onside. 13 runs coming off the 19th over by Rajamani Prasad. 13 runs and a wicket. An even full over comes to an end. After 19 overs, SV Cricket Store Namo triple one for the loss of 9. Well, that was a no ball there. So it will be free hit for the batter. Suresh Kumar, the man, will take that free hit. will look to maximize on the scoring opportunity that is presented now. Last ball of the 19th over, punched away off the back foot into the covers for a single. 113. Now 113 for the loss of 9 wickets after 19 overs. Last one over remaining in this innings. Well, Ram Patil to bowl out the last over of the innings. 3 overs, 19 for 1 so far for Ram Patil. Well, that's a quicker one. Skids through the surface nicely. Suresh Kumar looking for the big shot, gets speed in. Ball goes right below his foot. Another slider from Ram Patil. It's in the air. Wafe Kachi in the deep, settling underneath, and he makes no mistake. GDS Suresh Kumar's brief stay at the crease comes to an end as Ram Patil strikes, and that's it. SV Cricket Store Namo bowled out under 20 overs. 113 is what they have managed. 114 will be the target for Wins Cricket Club when they come out to chase in the all important Platinum Cup semi final. We'll be right back with the chase. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the chase. Three dot balls in a trot. Once again, Sachin looking to pull that ball, keeps low and slides through the surface. That's a dot ball. Vamsi Krishna with the ball in hand for Namo Venkata for SV Cricket Store. Namo Vamsi Krishna 511 matches for him, 514 wickets, economy 7.72, best figures of 5 for 90. He's a very good bowler. This time, length ball outside off stump. Sachin throwing kitchen sink at that one. Once again, no connection with the bat. It's a dot ball. 662 matches for Sachin. Over 15,000 runs, averaging just under 30. Strike rate 153.60. On the other hand, MS Saif 1,249 matches for him. For over 45,000 runs, averaging 42.31. Strike rate touch under 2000. Sorry, in fact 200 for MSF. That's a low full toss, hit away in between mid wicket and mid on, and that's a boundary. First runs for Wins Cricket Club coming right at the last ball. Vamsi Krishna looking for the Yorker ends up bowling a low full toss, and Sachin making him pay, making full use of the freebie. Four coming off the first over, four without any loss. Wins Cricket Club after one over while chasing 114. Randeep to share new ball with Vamsi Krishna. 911 matches for Randeep, 907 wickets, economy just over 7, best figures of 5 for 11. He is a medium pacer, will be operating right arm over. Randeep will enjoy bowling at this surface. It's a very good one to bowl at. Starts off with a no ball. Well. He hits the timber in his delivery stride. That is the reason why no ball signal by the umpire. MSF will get a free hit early on in his innings. He's a big hitter, likes to smash the ball out of the park. Free hit coming up. Randeep, what does he have up his sleeves on the free hit? That's a length delivery, keeps low. Saif swings but misses the ball. It's a dot ball. He should have gone with a straight bat. Look to place on the side screen, but he swings across the line. That ball skids through, and it's a dot ball. Good from Randeep. That's brave. Usually the bowlers look to ball either short or Yorker on the free hit. He banks it on a good length and gets away with the free hit. 5 without any loss wins Cricket Club after 1.1 overs. This time leading edge. Fielder there in the deep point and deep square leg are the two fielders that are out for Randeep. Closing the face of the bat too early. MSF gets a leading edge. Ball moves to deep point for a single. Sandeep, in fact, Sachin looking for the big shot. This time getting low but playing down the wrong line. It's a dot ball. Clearly, batters struggling with the bounce that is on offered on the surface. It's keeping low and it's hard if you ball on length. This time, Sachin gets to the pitch of the ball. Good fielding inside the circle. That ball was traveling, but the fielder right at the edge in mid off does well while moving towards his left. 3 runs of the over so far. Into the length. That's pulled away in front of the deep square leg for a boundary. Quietly done by MSF. That was length from Randeep. This time he swings across the line to good effect. Doesn't get the elevation but still gets the cap. It was too much for the deep square leg fielder to cut it off. No one there in the mid wicket region. It's mid on and then a deep square leg. Shot fine in place for Randeep. Now a square leg fielder moved into mid wicket after that shot. It's a big shot in the air. Fielder there in the deep, so he'll take it. That's straight into the bucket hands. Fielder was moved in that very position and safe, looking for the big shot, holds out in the deep. Praveen Bobby there in the deep had ample of time and makes no mistake. First one down for Wins Cricket Club in the second over. Randeep strikes 11 for 1 after 2. Wins Cricket Club. Vamsi Krishna to continue. That ball skids through the surface and hits the wicket. Sachin goes. Nothing much he could have done on that occasion. That was short of good length and ball keeps low and skids through and hits the timber behind. Second one down in the blink of eye for Wins Cricket Club. Sachin departs 11 for 2 now. New batter in is Wafe Kachi. In at number 4 for Wins Cricket Club. Very experienced batter Wafe Kachi. 278 matches for him. 11,461 runs. Averaging 57.31. Strike rate of 126.92. Very ideal to bat in this sort of conditions. That's way outside off stump. It will be given wide. Yes, it is. Wafai Kachi, Ali Kachi, both the brothers out in the center for Wins Cricket Club to bail them out of the trouble that they are in. Coming to the career stats of Ali Diamond Kachi, 312 matches for him. On the verge of getting 10,000 runs, 9,939 runs. Average very healthy, 41.76. Strike rate even better, 131.76 for Ali Diamond Kachi. Swing and a miss. Wafai Kachi looking to clear infield on that occasion, trying to go over mid on, gets beaten on the bounce. It's a dot ball. It is good from Ramshi Krishna, bowling on the good length consistently. He's got extra bounce on last few occasion, but at the very first ball, the ball skids through the surface and hits the timber. That's a ball on which he got rid of Sachin. Wafekachi gets off the mark on the pads, clipped away. Protection there in the deep mid wicket, so it will only be a single. Deep mid wicket and sweeper cover are the two fielders outside the circle for Vamsi Krishna. 1.4 overs, 6 for 1 for Vamsi Krishna so far. Once again, back of a length. Ali Diamond Kachi defending on the back foot. It's a dot ball. As I said, conditions are very tricky to bat on. Both the batters should be very mindful of that. Respect the conditions. Look to rotate the strike. Wait for the scoring opportunities. The chasing a very that's in the air. Ali Kachi looking to pull, gets high on the bat, and it's an easy catch for the wicketkeeper. That's third one down. Srini behind the wicketkeeper with the gloves makes no mistake. Ali Kachi falls without troubling the scorers. Third one down in a blink of an eye. 13 for 3 after 3 overs. Last man to be dismissed. Ali Diamond Kachi goes without scoring. Once again, hit through the line. That's the way to go forward. Slightly full from Randeep and Wafe Kachi with the straight drive. Randeep thinks that he missed on a catching opportunity in his follow through, but that was tucked firmly by Wafe Kachi. Back to back boundaries for Wafe. 9 of 8 deliveries for Wafe. 23 for 3 now. Wins Cricket Club. Wafe looking very comfortable. These conditions suits him nicely. This time he pulls it. No one there in the square leg, so it will be a boundary. Third one of the over. 14 runs coming off the second over. An expensive one from Randeep after 4 overs. Wins Cricket Club 27 for the loss of 3. That's an excellent shot from Ali Kachi. Once again, presenting a very straight bat. Nothing wrong with the delivery. It's just the class of the batter. Hitting it straight as an arrow on the side screen. One bounce, away she goes. This is what it needs to be successful at this venue. You need to play in the V, need to play straight down the line. You'll get full value to your shots if you play straight in line, and you'll cover the bounce. Once again, this time even better from Wafekachi. Might not have gone the distance, but it's a very good shot. Slightly up by Vamshi Krishna and Wafekachi making full use. This time lifting it over mid off. One bounce just inside the boundary skirtings, and it's a 4. One bounce 4. He moves to 21 with that boundary. Wins Cricket Club 36 for 3. This is batsmanship of the highest order. Once again looks to play straight as an arrow. This time gets an outside edge, and fortune favoring the brave. Beats the short third towards his left, and it's a boundary. 40 is up for Wins Cricket Club in 4.5. Well, Wafekachi batting as if he's playing on a flat deck. This is the second time that he's got the hat trick of boundaries. Got hat trick of boundaries in previous over against Randeep. Now hat trick of boundaries against Vamsi Krishna. 2.5 overs, 19 for 2 for Vamsi Krishna. He's bowled well. Can he strike back? Wafekachi, very sound with his technique. Full, and he goes over extra cover for a boundary. That's the fourth one and the best of the all. No better side in the world of cricket than watching a cover drive. Slightly uppish, but full value for his shot. Fourth boundary of the over, an expensive one. 17 coming off the fifth over. Wafikache raced away to 29 of just 14 deliveries after 5. Wins Cricket Club 44 for 3. Change in the bowling attack. Now Arjun into the attack. Will bowl the final over of the power play. He's got deep mid wicket and long off outside the circle. Arjun, very experienced bowler, right arm off break. 983 matches, 1460 wickets, economy just over 6.68. Best figures of 6 for 14. Straight away, was there an edge? It seems like it was with the reaction of the players. Liaquat there, just defending on the front foot. Slip in play after that, straight away. He's a genuine wicket taker, Arjun. Will that clear the infield? No, it doesn't. Pandu there in right at the edge. Takes a good catch while backpedaling. Fourth one now down. Liaquat looking to go up and over. Holds out. Well. Fourth one down. As it was looking comfortable for both the batters. Liaquat perishes. Fourth one bites the dust for Wins Cricket Club inside the power play. Good catch by Pandu. 44 for 4. New batter in is Pranay in at number 6 for Wins Cricket Club. Pranay, he is a right hand batter. Pranay, very good all round cricketer. Balls with the new ball, then bats in a middle order for Wins Cricket Club. 44 for 4. Need 70 in 88. This is the all important Platinum Cup semi final of One Champion Elite Season 42. Winner will be advanced to the final. Coming to the career stats of Pranay, 496 matches for him, 10,634 runs, averaging over 35, strike rate just under 146. That's handsomely done. He goes inside out, all along the carpet. No fielder had to move an inch. That's Wafe Kachi for you. Class written all over it. That was not an half volley by any means from Arjun, but Wafe Kachi, he's got a good reach. He's got a nifty habit of getting on the front foot. Once again, gets in the act, create room for himself, and drives it all along the carpet in between cover point and covers and collect four. This time, length slightly dragged back by Arjun after that cover drive. Ball keeps low. Instead of going for the pull shot, Wafe Kachi prefers to play with the straight bat on the back foot. That's the key on this surface. This time it was a leg break. Goes away from the right hander after pitching back to back dot balls. A good comeback from Arjun. A successful over. 5 runs and a wicket coming off that sixth over. 49 for 4. Wins Cricket Club. After 6 over. Power play done and dusted. Kalyan Chakravarti is the new bowler in the bowling attack for SV Cricket Store Namo. 257 matches for him, 244 wickets, economy 7.30, best figures of 5 for 13 for Kalyan Chakravarti. Will be bowling at Pranay, who just got himself off the mark. 1 of 1 for Pranay. Once again, gorgeous looking shot, but only for a single. Good fielding by long off fielder Pandu there was very good in the outfield. That's a tossed up delivery, slow through the air, looking for the spin. Wafekachi driving it on the up. Loves the ball whenever it's pitch full to him. This time guiding the ball in between point and gully. That ball raising across the surface very quickly. Randeep there in the point, giving the ball chase. He's very quick, but cannot stop that ball from going to a boundary. That's a welcome boundary for Pranay and Wins Cricket Club. They crossed the mark of 50, 55 now. 55 for 4 after 6.3. Despite of losing the wickets, there's no stopping in scoring rate. They are in a no mood to take this match deep. They want to dominate. That was very full, very slow. Pranay just drives it all along the carpet, straight to the short cover. They have plugged that gap. They have got now extra men. Point, gully, and short cover. Now 3 fielders behind point on the offside. This is a sharp single. Pranay played it with the very soft hands and Wafe Kachi responding him. Both the batters very quickly completes the single. This is excellent bit of running between the wicket. This is what you need to do on this surface. Look to keep the scoring board ticking. Once again, inside out, an awkward bounce right in front of the short cover. That's a boundary. Once again, Wafe Kachi showing his range, playing in the V. 11 runs coming off the over after 7 overs, 60 for 4. Wins Cricket Club. Another introduction into the bowling attack. More spin. Hitesh Yadav, left arm slow orthodox bowler into the attack. Huge appeal and that's curtains for Pranay. That was full and straight in line of the stumps. No hesitation in match officials' mind before giving it out. Well. That's a wicket for Wins Cricket Club. In fact, for SV Cricket Store Namo, fifth one bites the dust. Pranay dismissed right at the very first ball by Hitesh Yadav, who strikes at the very first ball. It was full and on the middle stump. Pranav playing down the wrong line and trapped in front. He departed after scoring 7 of 6 deliveries. Hitesh Yadav with the wicket at the very first ball. 342 matches for Hitesh Yadav. 521 wickets. Economy just over 6, 6.40. Best figures of 7 for 10. He's a genuine wicket taker, as I said. 60 for 5 now. Wins Cricket Club. 54 still needed to win this semi final. They have 5 wickets in the tank. Match well in balance. Both the team in the hunt. New batter in is Muhammad Mudassir Sharif. Another big hitter who's out in the center is a left hand bat. Mudassir Sharif. 644 matches for him. On the verge of getting 14,000 runs. 13,966 runs. He need 44 runs to get to a landmark of 14,000 runs. Averaging just under 32. Strike rate very healthy. 196.98 for Mohammad Mudassir Sharif. Hitesh Yadav with the wicket at the very first ball. Mudassir Sharif looking to run that ball in the third man. Gets beaten. It's a dot ball. 60 for 5 in just 7.2 overs. They haven't moved the foot off the accelerator. Accelerator wins cricket club. They know if they look to bat out, they are in danger of getting ball out. Instead, they'll go after the target. Well, beautifully square driven. Chance of a run out. Good throw by Randeep at point. But Mudassir Sharif was sent back early by Wafi Kachi. That's a dot ball. Once again, very good channel from Hitesh Yadav. Just outside of stump on the length, on a good length. Not spinning much, but skidding through the surface. This time, Steve bounce, extra bounce for Hitesh Yadav, wrapping the batter on the thigh. He might have got glove on the way. So runs given by the match official. Score moves to 61 now. 61 for 5 after 7.5. Wafe Kachi, 38 of 19. He's looked fluent. He's batted extremely well. Played in the way. Play in line of ball. That's a short ball. Cut away. Misfield there by the point fielder. It's a welcome boundary. Wafe Kachi looks like he's playing on the another pitch. He's quietly moves into 40s with that boundary after 8 overs. Wins Cricket Club 65 for the loss of 5. 42 of just 20 deliveries. Take a bow. Wafe Kachi. 10 boundaries for him. Strike rate in excess of 200 to 10. To be precise for Wafe Kachi. Well, all the batters, all the batters in both the teams, apart from Wafe Kachi, has struggled on the surface. He played positively. That's the reason why he got these runs. Played on the V, presented straight bat on each and every instances. Well, Mudassir looking to cut that one, gets beaten. Arjun now to continue. 1.2 overs, 5 for 1 for Arjun. Gets through his over very quickly. Well, that's a tossed up delivery, looking for the big shot. Mohammad Mudassir Sharif is known for the big hits, looking to hit that ball long way, but doesn't get any connection on that occasion. It's a swing and a miss, dot ball. Well, Mudassir Sharif advances and goes over extra cover. No chance for log off fielder to cut that off. Arjun saw him coming, dragged his length back. Mudassir Sharif still goes with the shot, lifts it over extra cover, and he'll fetch 4. First boundary for the big hitter. That was good from Arjun. Dragged his length back, banged in the surface, but still Mudassir going with the shot once again. Play and a miss to the wicket keeper. It's really hard to hit across the line on this surface. You need to hit straight. Well, this time he plays with the very soft hands and runs through for a single very quickly. This is much better. 5 runs coming off the ninth over. 70 for 5 wins Cricket Club. Hitesh Yadav to continue. Well, that's a good looking shot into the covers. Sweeper cover does well. It will be a single. 1.1 over 6 for 1 for Hitesh Yadav so far. He's bowling exceedingly well. SV Cricket Store Namo needs wickets. Well, beautifully lofted, but Pandu takes it. Wafe Kachi looking to go inside out. Holds out to the wide long off fielder. Exceedingly well placed field. That from SV Cricket Store Namo to get rid of a well set batter. Wafe Kachi gets out on the verge of 50. That's a big wicket. 6-1 down for Wins Cricket Club. Wafe Kachi once again looking for the boundary and he perishes. One too many shots for him. That brings his downfall. Inside the first 10 overs, more than half of the team back in the sheds as Wafe Kachi dismissed 71 for 6. New batter in is Ram Patil, very experienced batter in at number 8 for Wins Cricket Club. Well, that's a quicker one. Ram Patel just nudges it on the leg side and gets himself off the mark. 1644 matches for Ram Patil. 43,353 runs. Is a wide ball giant. Averaging 42.25. Very good. Strike rate healthy. 160.40 for Ram Patil. Well, Wafe Kachi dismissed. Well, Mudassir Sharif looking for the slog sweep. That was a mighty close shout. Hitesh Yadav very interested. Wicketkeeper going after the ball, not appealing. That was a very close shot. That ball sliding down with the arm. Well, this time the ball comes in sharply, pitches outside of stump and goes in between bat and pad. Well, this surface is a very difficult one to bat on. Batters will find it difficult. Flighted delivery this time, hit across the line, but straight to the deep mid wicket. It will only be a single. Successful over from Hitesh Yadav, 3 runs and a wicket of Wafe Kachi coming off the 10th over. We are halfway through the chase after 10 overs. Wins Cricket Club 73 for the loss of 6 wicket. They need another 41 in 60 balls. Required rate not a problem. 4.1 for Wins Cricket Club, but they have lost 6 wickets. Ram Padil and Mudassir Sharif out in the center, right hand left hand combination. We'll be right back after a very short break.